darling. It's Jennifer from the patio. I've been sitting here fiddling with this camera, just honestly, not even just the camera, but just like trying to figure out what I want to do. I have like 3 or 4 projects going at one time. And so anyway, I thought, you know what? I just need to come on here because, you know, is that putting a glare on anything? I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to come on today. I am really diligently working on my gratitude journals for the fall. And so I have all these kits that I'm, putting out. In case you don't know, and you may not care, and that's okay too. But I did put some new kits out on my Ko-fi shop. One of them's called Autumn at Meemaw's, and so that is, I don't know if you've seen this one or not. Let me just show it to you. It's this one that has all of the farmhouses with the music and just the really vibrant oranges and all and reds. Anywho, there's that one out there, and it has little birds. I did some journaling cards, just some tags, and then some pockets, and then 4 solid colors for you to make tags or pockets or whatever out of. And so I have that one, and of course I have a graceful shift, which I'm, so each one of my journals, I've made 4 right here. I've already completed some, but I've made 4. And so we're going to, I'm just going to show you what I do to make a gratitude journal. So let me just I think I showed you this already, but so this right here is a file folder, and it's going to end up looking like this. And so then I'll just go through and I'll put all my goodies in like I have here, and I have a lot of things already made, so all I have to do is put them together. So that is what these are. I just made them out of file folders, and I inked all the edges, and then I cut out some paper, and I believe I'm going to put these on the front of the journals, and then I'll have, like a topper, like I did on the other one, made out of corrugated cardstock. I just like that look, and then I'll put some stuff on it or whatever, and then put like a little medallion of some sort that that says something that has to do with gratitude. So anyway, so that's what these all are. But so before I do that, what I want to work on today is yet another digital that I just came up with, and this is the one I wanted to do today. And it's just, I don't even have to show you the papers. They're just, very simple, autumnal. They're really more wheat colors than anything. I just like a very subtle. I don't like a lot, too much stuff in all of the gratitude journals where I stamp in them and give you writing space. So what I thought I would do today is I would just go through, and we would I would just, make one with you and just kind of show you my process of, what I'm doing. So in each one of these, I want to have a stamp. A quote, a word, or something inside that sparks your thought process in something that has to do with gratitude. So some of them are going to be I'm printing them on the computer. And then I just have all these stamps with words. And even though some of them might have to do with a birthday or something like that, when you put it in a gratitude journal, the whole premise or the concept changes. So anyway, I have some that say gratitude to the world. You may be just one person, but to one person, you may be the world. So anyway, I just want to kind of go through this and just put some stamps on here. I love words, and words spark our creativity. They spark our imagination. They our thought process. And sometimes when you have a gratitude journal And I know I've told you what that is, but it's basically a journal for, you know, a short period of time during the fall, that right before Thanksgiving, where you just think about all of the wonderful things in your world that bring you joy, that you're grateful for. And they're very simple things. It's not a big thought process of like, you know, sitting down and write some diatribe of like, you know, I believe, you know, it's not about that. It's about every day just realizing. And I think I told you one of the things that I'm so grateful for is the smell of coffee. I love the smell of coffee. I love the smell of mowed grass. I love the smell of a pipe. You know, I think that smell is, you know, there's something about it that's very nostalgic for me. So there's all kinds of things that just bring us joy that we're grateful for, that are not, you know, like, oh, you know, we're all grateful for our husbands and our children and, you know, our parents and all of that. And you can certainly write those things. But I think this is more of like for me anyway, let me just say that for me, it's a time for me to look beyond that, to see the smaller things and just to write about those things, whatever it may be. And everybody has a different world that they live in. Do you ever remember being a little girl and just going outside at night? We used to do different things. You know, I'm 60, so back in the 60s and 70s, we would spend a lot of time outside, right? Well, I mean, we did. And we would lay in the grass at nighttime, and, you know, Mama would let us stay out there. She'd put a blanket out, and we would just look at the stars. And back in those days, you could see the stars. Now there's just light everywhere. And it's something that's very, I don't know, it's just very peaceful. And then during the day, we would look at the clouds, and then we would, you know, hey, that looks like a puppy, or that looks like a ice cream cone, or whatever it may be. So there's just all of those things that I'm grateful for. They make me smile. They make my heart happy. You know, the laughter of a baby. I mean, it's not even laughter. It's just the giggle of a baby is just it makes me laugh, and it just bubbles over in me. So anyway, that's what it is. That's what we're gonna do. I got some really fun colors. I got some burnt, like orange, some pretty blue, a red, a green, and kind of like it says fossilized amber, but it looks like wheat to me, you know, or hay or whatever. So I'm going to bring those in. I don't know if they're in focus or not, but let's get it all together here, love. Okay, so every page I want to have a sentiment of some sort on it so that it gives you a place to write. Now, the other side of that is I don't want it all to be the same. So I kind of want to, and I believe I printed 8 pictures. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there's 8 pieces of paper. And I think what I'm going to do is I have a big basket, blah, 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 that I just pulled out a lot of my fall scrap paper. So there's all kinds of things in here for me to use, because I thought it would be fun to make some little pockets or some side tucks or, you know, whatever, to maybe put a small tag in of some sort. Don't want to necessarily do that on every page, but I would like to do that. So I'm just pulling out the ones that would make good pockets. Good pockets. So, how are you today? Are you healthy? Are you well? Are you feeling good? Everything going okay on your end? I hope so. I truly do hope so. Look at that pretty textured paper. I love that. So let's pull that out. So we're just going to, you know, just see what we can make. You know, just see what we can put together. And we may have to back some paper, back some of this with some file folders, and I actually have some here that I've already cut out. They were actually remnants, but, and then I think that's kind of, I was just looking for some paper that is maybe thick. I mean, girl, I keep everything. Look at that. I have all these strips, and I thought, you never know. You just never know what you're going to need. Okay. So let me put that up, and then we have a good pile to work with. So let's see. And all I did was do neutral colors on these flowers so that it wouldn't interfere with any color. If I wanted to put in like that purple color, would be very pretty too. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And see, just something very simple like that. And then I can put like some kind of a flower or something on there. Okay, so we're just gonna play. I've been working all morning, and it's just like, you know, oh no, they wouldn't want to see that or whatever. And it's like, you know, I'm just gonna have to get on here and just do my thing, because that's what we gotta do. And hey, if this isn't your jam, you know, it's okay. You know, you can come back on Friday, and I'll have something else for you to see. I'm keeping these. I glued a whole bunch of them on to one another, and I'll have to pull it out and show you, but it's just so cute, and made kind of like a little, I don't know, just something like a decorative thing, you know, but it just was so cute. Okay, so what else do I need? I need my rounder. I'm just going to round these top edges just right there. Not the bottom ones, just the top. Okay, so there's going to be a little pocket. And then, because the stamp doesn't necessarily have to be on the pocket, on the page. It could be on a card. It could be anywhere where it just is like, you pull it out, and then it may say you make each day a little brighter, a little bit brighter. And that sparks something in you that you're grateful for. Maybe a friend or somebody that, you know, that you feel that way about. I mean, I just have all kinds of stuff cut out and ready to use. I like that. I do. I kind of have these little buttons too that wouldn't look bad in the background. And I have a little one. Let me see I had some little bitty buttons. There they are. Y'all, I have so much stuff just out. And that looks cute. Just something simple. We can get elaborate later. Well, I like to get elaborate now too, but okay, so I got my ink out and all my goodies. So, guess what? I didn't have a video Monday. Did y'all freak out? You're like, oh my gosh, where is she? Well, guess what? It was Labor Day. My husband had a 3-day weekend. And we, you know, we just spent the weekend just doing our own thing. We didn't even watch our littles on Sunday. We usually watch the littles, our grandbabies, every Sunday. And we had Bible study from, you know, 9:30 till 12. And so we just, you know, I told my daughter, I said, I just don't think we're going to, you know, watch the kids today. And I'm going to tell you, it's crazy. But you know what ended up happening? My poor little grandson, he is going to be 3 this month. And they had him in his pajamas. It was time for bed. And he was just acting like a little, you know, silly, and he started stumbling, and my daughter was like, you know how your mom and you can just see things about to happen. Well, anyway, he ended up stumbling, and he fell and hit his head on the baseboard. Yes, so they were in the emergency room getting 5-6 stitches. He did, so it was like 10:30 at night, because they were, had already, were getting ready for bed. It was probably earlier by the time, they went. But anyway, he FaceTimed me, and he goes, Nana. And I was like, oh my goodness, bless your little heart. And I'm going to put this one down first. And so anyway, we were just talking back and forth. Well, they put this patch on your wound, if you will, and it numbs it. And I thought, that is cool, especially for young kids, So anyway, they had a little patch on his head, and then once it was numb, they came in, and my daughter said he never cried. He was just, well, the medicine, she sent me a video, and the medicine that he was on, I guess it was just, I don't know what it was, for pain or something, but he was so silly. He was having so much fun in the hospital. And so anyway, it's a good thing, but it's a good thing that he wasn't, really worried about his Bobo. But he did not cry at all. He kept, how they put that little, like a cover over your face, so just your wound is showing. My daughter said that he kept pulling it away, and he'd go, hello, to the doctor. And the doctor was just cracking up. He's like, he's doing good than some adults do, So anywho, that happened this weekend. And then, actually, that happened Sunday night. Yeah. So anyway, I didn't make a video. I just took the weekend off, and I enjoyed it. And my husband and I did go thrifting. And I actually bought some stuff from Marketplace. I'll have to show you. And I'm definitely going to be sharing with my members, my member tiers. And some of you too. But let me get this so that but the story is just precious. And so when I show you them, I'll tell you the story. But I had a really good time meeting new people. I ended up buying, I just feel like, we're led for whatever, we're, to do certain things, and, buy from certain people, whatever. And you always walk away with a friend. You always walk away saying, you know what, this was meant to be. We were supposed to meet up, and, So anywho, so anyway, I didn't have a video Monday, and I'm not even going to say I'm sorry. I'm not, because it just is what it is. And I'm sure you guys were enjoying your family and barbecuing maybe. We did not have barbecue. We ate out every day, and that's a bad thing, because I really got off my schedule. So anyway, that's not a good thing. Okay, so let's put this here. We're just playing, and we're just putting a journal together. That's all we're doing. So if this is not something, that you want to hang out and see, I totally get it. But you never know. You never know what somebody's going to do that would spark your own interest. So, and I just have all this stuff, and I'm like, I gotta get going on that. Okay, so I'm going to put a card in there. So let's find something that I can stamp on, maybe. Or I can always put something up at the top. Because each page is going to, I have to do both sides because it's going to be on either side of the journal. And this, I just love this. So this could be something that we put on the other side. Okay, so let's keep that out. Oh, I also love that too. Okay, I have tons of papers, so I'm just like, ah. Okay, so I need a card of some sort, but I don't want it to be too big, so I can put that stamp up at the top. You know what? I already have ephemera. Look, see, I already have ephemera. Let me look in here and see if I have a tall. This is all kinds of people. This is my porch prints. This is pink monarch prints. This is ambrosia. Gosh, there's so many. There's so many that I have cut out, and then I just, you know. Oh, look, that would be a pretty little pocket side. Okay, so, and I will definitely give them all a shout out because their kits are really cute. I like them. Like them, like them. Okay, look, look, look. We got some goodies here. Okay, okay. These are shorter. Let's go for something tall. Oh, look. Autumn. I need something in the background, though. I do. I guess I should have done, like, some kind of a background thing. That's cute with the little mushroom. Okay, we'll do that for now. And then, let's see, are we going to do this? Thank you for everything. That's a good way to start, right? Okay, so let's turn it this way. I always have to check my stamps because I don't know about you. See how it's cricketed? So, in order to get it straight, I'm going to have to do it like this. Because that, it's off just a little bit. I don't know how to, I have to think about it. This goes down, so I'm going to do it just a little bit down. Okay, so what color? How about we do this? Is that too matchy-matchy if I do orange? Because it'll just pull out that too. So let me flip it this way. I think we'll just do orange. I like this color. I started doing some the other night and just making some different stuff. I tend to be more ornate and detailed when I'm doing it with that not on screen. I don't know what the deal is, but so if you're wanting some more, that's why I thought, you know, I'm just going to have to go and just do it. Like I just have to come on here and just, whatever I'm working on, I'm just going to have to. Let me stand up and just press it hard. I don't want to wiggle it. Whoops, like that. Oop, came out good. Okay. I am good with that because sometimes they don't come out right. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it off and stamp it off. Okay, there's that. Are you getting a glare or a shadow or anything? Oh my gosh, can you believe I left the lip thing off my glue? Maybe I shouldn't talk while I'm doing this. No, I got to talk. I feel like I'm hanging out with my friends, you know? My friends just crafting and having a good old time. Okay, so there's that. Thank you for everything. I don't know about that, but I'm just going to leave it there for now. Okay, so this side, let's see what we want to do. I want to make a little background. So I have these big stamps, and I love, love, love this one. And it's like a crackled paint. it goes like this, love. So I'm going to have to do 2, or I could do it this way. That way and that way. Whatever way, you know, whatever way. And it just leaves just a faint in this color. I made some tags the other day. Let me see if they're in here. Where did I put them? Oh, there's somewhere. Anyway, so we did a little thrifting, went out to dinner every day. One meal we went out to dinner, and I told my husband, I said, we never do that. I mean, we just never do. I mean, we might go out once a week, maybe, but I cook most of the time. So anyway, he said, I know, but it is what it is. What you gonna do? And you know what? It's okay if this does not. I'm gonna put it up. I'm up by the camera, so I'm not going to talk too loud. That's why I have my glass mat out, because I feel like my stamps do much better. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not, but, you know, what do you do? What do you do? Obviously. Maybe I didn't put enough on there. Because you got to push so hard. That looks good. I'm okay with that. I mean, it's imperfection. That's what we do, right? That's what we do. Imperfection. I do like that, though, that look. I don't know about the edge, though. I don't know about the edge. Should I do something? No, because you know what? I'll put something on the edge, because I could put, yeah, that side. I can print another one and flip it the opposite direction and put it on the edge. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let that dry just a hair, and then let's see what we can do. I do have some washi tape, so I kind of want a little flip down of some sort. So this goes. Of course these do. I'll put some washi tape on that. How about that? How about that? Let's do it. Okay, there's one in here that has, oh, yeah. And that looks like it's like right out there. That's okay. Let's do it. Let's see what we got here. When you put your washi tape on, do you do it out like this? Oh, that's a seashell. That's okay. It's a fish and a seashell. I don't know about that. I have other ones. Let's put that up. Let's put it back. We got to find something else. I got some bugs. That's a little botanical. Animals around us. That's kind of cute. Ooh, this one would go good. I haven't opened this. Is probably some of that Happy Mail I got. How do you get it off? How do you get it off? Let's just pull it and see. Is it going to be a big deal to get it off? Get off, get off. Let me see if I can get it, because I do like these colors, and they go. This is kind of cute. I've had it, well, I haven't, but I just got it from somebody that it's been in their stash, so I can't even imagine how long they've had it. I can kind of tell that it's almost feels like, I'm having a hard time getting this off. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, let's see what else we have. I have some of this. That's pretty. Okay, let's do that. This is that, like, material. And I don't know if it's a Tim Holtz or not. But anyway, it has sticky on the back. I'm going to take it off just a little bit to the edge. And it has the blue in it and the red. How fun. Okay. So we'll put that up. Isn't it fun just to play together? I mean, just to go through your stuff. I told myself, you know what? Put it all on your desk, Jennifer. Just do it. And so I did. And so I just have all kinds of stuff on my desk. And I'm okay with that because if it's not out, you guys, are you that way too? Where it's not that you don't want to use it. It's just that I'm just trying to see which way it goes. You know, you're just, you know, if it's not there, it's out of sight, out of mind. That lifted up. Let me see. I'm going to make sure I don't rip my paper. I need to put it back down close to the edge. So anyway, I was like, you know what? It's just, okay. It's a little, no, it's okay. Okay, now let me just cut these little babies off. Cut off these little edges. Make sure I'm not cutting my paper. So that took care of the little edge, and that's fine. So now I need to find something with a kind of a red color. Let me put this on the trash can. So anywho, I need to put something, let me burnish that down just to make sure. Oh, and you know what I have? Do you know what I've got, love? Is I've got this pretty blue from the, yes. I'll make something with that. Okay, what can I make? I'm going to make a little flip down. Okay, so I need to make a pocket. So let's cut it. I don't want to get it too close to the center. So let's cut it about right there. Let's do it. I'm very excited about, I don't know if you saw, I made a post, and you know, always worry about promoting or doing whatever, but hey, I just want to tell you, this is my livelihood and my business. So you know, when I create stuff or do whatever, I'm going to mention it, but I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to do it so much where you go, oh my gosh, here she goes again, you know, but I do want you to know that I created membership tiers on my Ko-fi shop, on my page, so that if you're interested in receiving monthly goodies, at a specific tier price, you know, and you like my kits and, you know, or whatever, well, you'll get exclusive items every month. So anyway, just go check it out if you're interested, if you're not. But I want to say thank you, a shout out to Lori from Lori's Creations. Lori's Journal Creations is, I think, her name, her business name. But anyway, her name is Lori Thompson, and she is amazing. She has, and I'm just going to say, she's bought almost every kit. She's made beautiful things. She's over on my Facebook group, and she shows us what she's doing. Excuse me, I had to take a drink of water. And so I just wanted to tell her thank you, because she was the very first person that signed up for a membership tier. So anyway, I was really excited about that. Okay, so let's do... I definitely want this to have a little... Keep those. And then let's cut these at the top with just a little one. Just a little one. Okay. That did not come out right. There. Much better. Do better. Okay. And then I'm going to ink this. I'm going to ink it up real quick. I'm going to do it like this, and then I'm going to do it like this, and then I'm going to do it like this. And I'm going to turn it over. What I love about these kits, all of these, is that they all go together. You know, you can mix and match and use pockets for one and the other, and a graceful shift, autumn at Meemaw's. And then I made my patchwork of autumn is all of the ephemera. So, and they all kind of go together, but I think the patchwork is like 22 pages. This little Meemaw, Autumn at Meemaw's, that kit is a little bit smaller. But anyway, I think it's 17 or 18 pages. And then, of course, a graceful shift is the one that has all of the floral backgrounds, and I think there's 20-something of those. So anyway, they all go together, and I love that, because then I don't have to worry, you know? Okay, I'm going to glue this together. So I'm just going to do the sides. And I so am grateful that Mr. Art is acting right. See, it's just the little things sometimes. I appreciate Mr. Art acting right. Anyway, I've just been creating, and I love autumn, so I love to, you know, come up with different autumnals. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it flip down like this. So I want to see where do I want to put it. And then I'll put some washi tape there. And then I'll put some on the other side as well. So on this side, definitely think I'll use just a piece of this. Yeah. Let's see. I'll just cut it where this red flower is, because I don't want it to go all the way to the end. No, I don't. So, I mean, this stuff comes in handy. And then I can put my sentiment on here. Okay, I know I can do this. Yes, I can. Okay. I'm going to stand up. I'm not going all the way to the bottom. It kind of sticks to you. I'm like, eh. Okay, so there's that. And then let's push it down. And let me see what other goodies I have in here. I do like this one, but I don't know about that. I kind of want a little thicker one. I don't really have a whole lot. I mean, I have this one, palm, you know, it's you are capable of amazing things. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Remember that. That is the whole purpose of a gratitude journal. Just remember that you are capable of amazing things. Okay. So So let me cut that right in between the flowers. Okay. And then I'm going to cut that little bit of piece off at the end. And then I'm going to put some glue on it, because I can already tell that it's not that sticky. And here in Texas, we like things to be, well, we don't like it, but they are sticky. They're so sticky. So get out your stamps, get out your washi tape, get out all the things, and just put some fun stuff in your journals. I'm telling you, I got to show you one thing. I keep saying I'm going to show you because I just keep... Okay. And then that'll flip up, and then that will come down. Love it. Okay, so that's going to go like that. And you know what we could do is we could put another sentiment behind that. And we may need to put a little Velcro. I mean, I don't know. It wouldn't hurt it, and I'm okay with that because you know I love my little Walmart Velcro dots, mini dots. You buy them at Walmart. I said Amazon, and I was fibbing to you. But I bought these at Walmart, and they were like, I don't know, $3.97, and you get 50 or something. So I am, let's see. You're supposed to put the other part on there. So let me put that back down. I got to do it in the right order. Okay, so this... And then that way you put it exactly where you want it. So let's put that there. And then this piece goes on top. And then you fold it up. And then you just, and then that way it just goes like that. Okay, so there's that. So let's see, I have some big, I have this one. To the world, you may be just one person, but to one person, you may be the world. I have you are something magical, because this says you are capable of amazing things. So maybe I could put you are something magical there. Let me see what else I have. I mean, these are all one words, or like, you're pretty awesome. You make each day a little brighter. There's always hope. You make this world a beautiful place. I love all of those. Love them, love them, love them. I even like this one, dream. I might just do that one. No, I don't know. I kind of like that one. I think I like that one. What you think? I wish you could tell me, and then I could hear you without stopping the video. Okay, let's make sure that's where it needs to be. Okay, perfect. Okay, so there, let's see. What color do I want to use? I guess I could use that pretty blue. I mean, this is a different color blue. It's not that color. It's not robin egg blue, although I do, but it's an oxide. I don't like to mix my inks with my oxides. How about red? Because it'll bring out that. This is a really pretty red too. It's like a barn door red. I did get to spend time with my little sister on Monday. We went to Sam's Club and literally hung out for almost 3 hours. She doesn't go very often, and so she doesn't have a membership, so she wanted to go, and so we did. And then we looked at everything, and then we stopped afterwards and had pizza. And then I go there all the time, so I know the lady at the little kiosk where you buy pizza and stuff. And she saw me coming in earlier, and she had been going on break. And she goes, "You're still here?" I started laughing. I said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "My sister and I," now that is a little cricketed. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. I'm okay with that. Okay. So, there's that. And now what we need to do is make a card for this. So then, let's see. I know I've got some... Let me put that up. You know, I can't have too much stuff on my desk because, you know, I will start to freak out. Like, oh my God, there's too much stuff on my desk. Okay, and then this, I needed to boop, boop off. Let's get this. Boop. Oh, it was already drying. Well, hello, it is Texas. That's what happens. Okay, so we need something that's kind of fun and maybe, ooh, ooh la la. What do you think? Well, let's just put that in there and see what it looks like. I love it. Okay, let's use that. Okay, we have that on the back. That's okay. We can remedy that. Yes, we can. Let's see if I have... If this is... That is going to be just perfect. Okay, let's use it. That's what we're going to back it with. That's why I keep my little cutoffs, because that way I can, you know, use them to... Let me close this up. Oh, look, we've only done a few. I mean, one. We've done two. Let me see what time it is. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's already 46 minutes. Why does it take so long to do this stuff and have fun together? I could just sit here all day. But I can't. And I'm sure you can't either. I know you like my videos when they're real short. And I did talk way too much at the beginning. And I didn't get to getting. So y'all just tell me in the comments, ma'am, you need to get to getting, and then that way I will certainly do that. You know, I just feel like we're all, you know, I'm hanging out with my friends, and it's like, you know, you want to visit and talk, and you want to craft at the same time. So, and you know, some people like that and some people don't. So it just is, you know, whatever cup of tea you like at the moment. So I think I'm going to go on this edge because the other one, I do not believe. And then this Friday, I'm very excited because I get to go to Grandparents' Day with my youngest little. And, well, she's not the youngest. She's actually the middle child, but... So anyway, I get to go and have lunch with her at her school. So that's fun. Trying to figure out, there's a treehouse vacation spot in Texas, in Austin, Texas. And if you're up around that area, I do know people that live up by Dallas and stuff. But if you're familiar with it, my sister and I were thinking about going there for a little fall break. Doesn't that sound like fun? It's tree houses, and you stay up in, you know, and they're not real high, but they are, you know, they're one story up. But they just look like so much fun. But I'm hoping that October, we'd have to go towards the end because, you know, my daughter's having a baby, and she is due in 2 weeks. So I need to be around probably till, you know, yeah, I need to be around, you know, for her. But, you know, it's not like she doesn't have a hubby there, but, or a man there, let's put it that way. And so anyway, but we are going to do that, so that's fun. And the only thing is, you know, the tree houses, they don't have, I'm going to just, I'm going to cut the edges with my trusty little tag edger, and I think I'm going to use this one. It's the one I pretty much use every time. But anyway, they don't have bathrooms in the treehouse, so you share a community bathroom, and you have to leave your treehouse, you know, to go to the bathroom and to take a shower. So, you know, I mean, I probably would be okay, but I don't know, you know. So that's the only thing, whether or not we can, we can make it, but it does sound fun. So, okay, now I need to put something on this. Okay, so I have a sentiment on each page, and I have some kind of an element, an interactive element. Not interactive, because the first one wasn't, but the second one's interactive. So let's put something on this, because it needs something real quick. Let me move that. And I think I might have, this is some of the stickers that I bought, but I was thinking about that one. And it's big, and I like that. And then if I put it up here, I can put a word or something down there. You know what else I have is a mushroom. I have a mushroom in here. Let's see. I do not like the white, but I can cut that off because I cut it off on another one that I used earlier. I don't know. I don't think the reds match very well. Let me see what else I have. Purple, a little small one. A rose. No. I guess this is Temu. I'm not sure it is. She said that she got them off Etsy. But, you know, it could have been Temu that she just was reselling. I don't know. Can you do that? I don't know if you can or not. But it does have Chinese writing on it, so I figured that it might be. It might be Temu. And I have some sunflowers, but they're small. I like that. I do, but I don't like the white all the way around it. So I wonder if I cut it. It really doesn't show that much, but it does. It is. All right, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Because I had another one, and whenever I took the time to cut it out, and then when I put it down, you didn't really see it. Because the whole thing is white. So, I think it'll be okay. Uh-oh. Let's just try it. Yeah, it's going to be white. Okay, I want to make sure that it is. It's this part and I'm worried about. Let me line it up. Okay, that won't work. Let me, because I think this is the biggest part, so I have to make sure that is, yes, she did it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. See, when you push it down, it doesn't look that bad, but I'm not a real big fan of it, but it adds interest. It adds a little interest, doesn't it? It does, it does, it does, it does, it does. Do, 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 do. Okay, so let's punch a hole in it. And then I'll put a grommet in it. And you know what? Maybe I'll use gold. No. Nah, I talked myself out of that. I don't know why. This is my favorite color. Is this this is my favorite metal. Let me say that. I like the color of this metal. Okay, so there's gonna be that. Let me get my chomper out. Turn it over. Whoops. Get back in there. Bring it to my chest. I'm getting stronger, you guys. I've been doing a lot of stretching and exercising, a different kind of exercising. So, whew, I feel like I'm getting a little bit stronger, which I need. You know, we all need that as we get older. We need balance and strength and healthy eating. Well, good luck. I'm trying. Okay, there you go. So we got one spread done, y'all. That's all that I was able to do. That is so crazy that I just can't get more done. I try. Okay, that is cute. Okay, and I think I need something different over here, and I will, but when we come back, I'll show you. And then this, it'll just be, you know, like that to the world. And then I might put something right here. I don't know, but I like it. It's just a simple little gratitude journal, so you want to make sure you leave places for people to write, because that is kind of the point. But anywho, that is all I have for you today. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. And guess what? I'm going to see you Friday. So remember, you only know what you know till you know something different. Bye-bye.